Hello, welcome to this Dark Command tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make custom textures for Halo and how to set up their shaders so that tool doesn't complain. So you'll need to pick out your texture, and I'm going to be using GIMP. It needs to be 512 by 512, anything to the power of 2. So it could be 32 by 32, 64 by 64, 128 by 128, 256 by 256, 512 by 512, 1024 by 1024, and those are basically the ones you want to be using for Halo. The lower ones, 64, 32 cube maps, and then 512 for normal textures. But you can go 64 by 512 if you need, but 512 by 512 is the grass that I will be using for my map. So here it is, and I'm going to go ahead and save this as a TIFF in my data folder. So I'm going to go save as, and I'm just going to go to my Halo Custom Mission root directory. Go to levels, and make a new folder, and I'm just going to call this custom texture map, shall we say, and I'm going to create a new folder called bitmaps, and then I'm going to name this not grass.tiff because there's actually a bitmap in Halo called grass.tiff. So instead I'm just going to call this mod underscore grass.tiff, like that. So I'll save that, export it, and now I can close GIMP down, and I'm going to add this to my second shader, open up my material editor, and I've already set up plus sky, and I'm just going to go and set up the grass. So I'm going to go and find where I save that file, copy the name, paste it in here, go in here and select the bottom, so there it is, box, yep. So it's looking pretty nice, pretty plain, but so there's our grass texture. See? Now I'm going to close that, and I've already got my frame linked and everything, so that's all ready. Now I'm going to go to Tool++, and I'm just going to build our bitmap. So I'm going to go to Halo Custom Edition, Data, Levels, Halo Custom Texture, Bitmaps, and Run Tool. And as you can see, it should say mod underscore dot tiff bitmap created 512 512 compressed with color key transparency, and so on. That's what it should say. Now, to set up our shaders, I'm going to go to Gorilla. I'm going to make a new shader, and I'm going to go down and just call it shader environment. It's going to be dirt. I'm going to go down and take the base map. The base map is what the base, which is going to be just default grass. So I'm going to go and get the .bitmap, and you can take a look at it. See, there it is. No alpha. So now I'm going to save this as mod underscore grass dot shader environment, and I'm going to be putting it in tags, levels, custom texture map. I'm going to make a new folder and call it shaders. So I'll go ahead and rename this. Mod grass. Save it. Close that. Close that. And now I'm going to export my map. Go to my Hello Custom Edition root directory, data, levels, custom texture map. Gonna make a new folder, call it models. Go in there and name it, let's see, custom texture map. .jms. Save it. Go to 2++, and we're going to want to build our structure now. So data, levels, custom textures, and I'm going to name it the same thing. Then once it's done, you should see all this. Everything looks just fine. So I'm going to go back into the Gorilla and open up our scenario file and add sky and player stuff. Remember to make it multiplayer. All games. I'm just going to add the pistol. And now I'm going to run light maps. And you can run it in here. And if all goes well, we should see it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna run light maps again, not in 2++, just in